Forbidden rooms. 3 ways. Our unconscious has many rooms that we must enter, and of which we must take possession. The more closed rooms we open, the better acquainted we become with ourselves. The more conscious and rich our life becomes. It becomes so important for each man to explore the numinous and fear-producing content of the forbidden rooms, because they are not compatible with our previous conscious attitude. They offer special possibilities of expanding our consciousness. There are 3 ways of behaving towards forbidden rooms. First, we don't open the rooms. This means that everything stays the way it is. We may, perhaps, remain well behaved and adjusted, but lifeless. You can liken this to that man that lives only in the material plane, the world of the senses. He has no time to explore the quantum and the visual world, the world of the mind and of the spirit. Such a man focuses only on what has been created and cares not about what is to be created. A consumer of various goods and services, a producer of none. He has no birth vision, not actually that he has none, but he has refused to find out by not opening the rooms. He has no gift or talent, but that is not true. He has failed to listen to the silent voices of the silent dwellers, telling him what his unique capabilities are. Each and every one of us has a work to do here on earth. All of us, we are called to come and create and contribute. But 99% of us has disappointed this calling by focusing on the consumption of the things created by 1%. The biblical Jesus, whether it is figuratively or literally, said, "I'm doing the work of who sent me, the work of my Father." What work are you doing? Or do you think that who sent Jesus, Einstein, Socrates, Wright brothers, Tesla, is different from who sent you? Everything around you, everything you can feel and touch, every book you have read and songs you listen to, are work done by others. What are you doing now or intend to do to contribute? Are you just here to eat, drink, sleep, and chase shadows? It's a shame that you have refused to open the room. The second way of behaving towards the forbidden room is that we carefully open the door, look inside, but don't enter. This will mean that we do not become involved with the content we see in this room, even though we know that something like this exists within us. Instead, we close the door and lead a two-faced life in the future. We know more that we are telling, and such behavior is the death of a genuine talent. You can liken this to people that knew their unique talents but treated it like a failed science experiment. Individuals that are sure of their spiritual abilities, but they went about it with circumstances. Many of you shun the path of your greatest creativity, joy, and aliveness, thinking that you will not be able to make enough money from it. Finding and creating your life works will involve doing what you love to do, and will, in some way, make a contribution to the greater good of mankind. Money will be a byproduct of doing what you love, and will flow effortlessly into your life without much thought. And don't forget that most of your problems, be it sickness or lack of basic good things of life, is as a result of you not channeling your mental and material resources into your calling. Begin to put that work out to the world, for it is very much needed. As you serve and empower others, Find your life force and do what you love rather than what you think will bring you money. You will become highly magnetic to money. The third way is that we enter this room and become familiar with the content of the forbidden room, letting them have their effect upon us. This sets our life in motion. You can liken this to your role models, scientists, inventors, writers, artists, individuals who have judiciously and assiduously make use of the content of this room. You can do the same. There are closed rooms within all of us. There is a voice within that says we are not allowed to open this room because this will bring misfortune. Our lives will be thrown into confusion. However, there is another voice within that says we must open this room. As you know, prohibitions are an effective method of prompting us to transgress against them. This reminds us of the story of the fall of man, in which the forbidden tree is attractive because it is forbidden. It is then often necessary to transgress against such prohibition in order to become autonomous. The forbidden rooms are unlived possibilities, and they contain values that will enrich our lives if we could meaningfully integrate it. The voice in the forbidden rooms are calling you now to take advantage of opportunities and jump at them when they arise, knowing that this is what is important now. Perhaps you are afraid and you are saying, not now, next time. But how do we know that there will be a next time? There usually isn't a next time. Right now, a situation exists and asks you to participate. Although life will bring us other situations in the future, if we do not take advantage of this one, they are not unlimited in numbers. Each situation is unique and passes if we do not seize the opportunity. When life calls, this sometimes means do what you are afraid of and fear will die a certain death. The call of life is more important than our image or the reputation we have with others. There are things that want to be done right now. Open the forbidden rooms. Use its contents. Know thyself.